Now, earlier today, we got some news that Bernie Sanders has undergone some rather minor surgery on his heart. So, during a Tuesday event, the senator from Vermont had reported feeling some minor chest discomfort and found that he had a blocked artery. So, look, getting a stent, that's what happened. He got about two stents and inserted. He's absolutely fine. And in fact, that's a pretty routine procedure, right? So, following this, he's canceled his events for the next few days, probably a week. He will be likely there for the debate on October 15th. So, look, generally, he's in pretty good spirits, pretty good condition. So now, this prompted a lot of people on social media, as well as his 2020 fellow 2020 Democrats, to send some well wishes. So I want to share some of those with you. In fact, here's from Joe Biden. He says, Dr. Biden and I are sending our best wishes to Bernie Sanders, Jane, and the whole Sanders family. Anyone who knows Bernie understands what a force he is. Well, that's really, really nice. And absolutely true. He also said, we are confident that he will soon have a full and speedy recovery and look forward to seeing him on the trail again. All right. Love it. Uh, here's Elizabeth Warren. Bruce, Team Warren, and I are sending all our best wishes for a speedy recovery to Bernie Sanders. I hope to see my friend back in the campaign trail very soon. All of us, now you also have, that's Warren, you also have Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg said this: all of us here at Pete for America are sending our best wishes for a speedy recovery to Senator Sanders. We're thinking of him and his family today, and I look forward to seeing him back in the campaign trail very soon. Don't worry, you guys, you're going to get your wish. He'll be back. Andrew Yang said this: oh no, stay strong, Bernie. Uh, Amy Klobuchar tweeted this out: Bernie's fighting spirit will get him through anything and everything. Good to hear he's doing better and look forward to seeing him soon. And then you even have Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris said this, thinking of Bernie Sanders today, wishing him a speedy recovery. There's one thing I know about him: he's a fighter, and I look forward to seeing him in the campaign trail soon. So, look, the reason, of course, that I'm doing this segment, I'm reading these, is because at this moment, there is a deluge of hate online as well, from the donuts, donut Twitter, and of course Trump people. This is to counter that. Again, you look at some of the tweets and responses to some of this news, some of these articles, you get super depressing. So instead of showing all the hate and negativity and all the nasty comments, I've decided to do some of the good ones, right? So, in fact, here's a here's a tweet from Jonathan Cohn, who said two things I'm looking forward to. Number one, the speedy recovery for Bernie Sanders. Number two, the emergence of a bizarre corner of the web where people believe that post-surgery Bernie is not actual Bernie, but a body double. That's fun. You know it's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. I look forward to that as well. And then finally, we have the Tulsa Yang Gang. So one thing about the Yang supporters that I've seen is they've been incredibly nice. So look, I'm not a Yang supporter. I'm not a member of the Yang Gang, right? But God bless. If you believe in that. No, but they've been really nice. In fact, here's a tweet from one of them. She said, or he, uh, get well, Bernie. Without Senator Sanders, many conversations we have today would not be possible. He's been a warrior for positive change in this country and around the world. Andrew Yang and the Yang Gang hope you have a speedy recovery. We need you in this fight. Now, I love that. So I like it when people can get together, even if they don't agree, even if they have a different candidate. Um, get together and say, "Hey, we hope you feel better." It's the smaller acts of kindness. I feel like sometimes you guys need a reminder that it's out there, because day in, day out, we talk about the nasty, the hateful, the disgusting comments, that you get from certain corners of the internet. And yet most people tend to forget that Bernie Sanders is A, the most popular politician in the country, no doubt about it. And B, most people aren't on Twitter, and most people aren't horrible. It's just we tend to overfocus, I think, on some of the negative sides of the internet. Um, and it's just good to see, to focus, to refocus, and to see that there's some good online as well. And so, and again, before you guys get super concerned about this, and I'm sure, you know, look, I was when I first read the news, but according to cardiologists, stent insertion is a routine procedure. And in fact, Crystal Ball, on her show, she tweeted this out. She spoke with a cardiologist that said she had patients, or that he had patients back in the golf course the same day. All right, so there you go. So before you guys know it, Bernie Sanders is going to be back on the campaign trail, fighting for us, just the same as he's always been. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a patreon.com/TYTNation set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.